expanding our garden.
Good?
Looks great. We're putting in lavender plants and also some fountain grass here in the front garden. Our goal is to fill up that entire little circle there in between the large boulders to make it easier to mow and just to make it look good when you first pull up to the cabin. We have the whole family here because I hurt my back last week lifting hostas in a funny position, so everyone else is doing the heavy lifting and I'm just kind of fertilizing and directing traffic.
Stella, have you ever planted a grass before?
No.
First time.
First time. Celebrate. Let's get some jelly beans. Right, I did it. Let's get some jelly beans. Let's do a challenge. We did it. Okay.
No, we get to go plant some hostas. Yay!
And these are the hosta cuttings that we put in around by the back door, by the mudroom, just to stop some erosion.
Shoot it.
Bam!
Shoot it out of your cannon.
We are doing some more planting today. Whoops. We're doing some more planting today. Okay, I got it. And take a look here. I've got some pumpkin seed soaking. And so my plan today is to get these in the ground. So we've got our wagon here, shovels Luke got all together. We're gonna go out into the woods here and fill up, I'm hoping 3 big wagonfuls of compost from the woods, and we'll make 3 big mounds for our pumpkins and get them in the ground. Sound good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Underneath the leaf cover in the woods, there's just tons of really great black dirt. Just right under here, look how good that is.
I like the leaves.
Oh, yeah. Well, the leaves are good. We could even use the leaves.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that gorgeous soil. It looks like chocolate cake. Teamwork. You can hear Joel brush mowing the trails out in the woods. We haven't done anything to the garden since the harvest. So as you can see, just got a few weeds in there. Some chives growing in the corner. We'll get these pumpkins planted and then we'll string the fishing line back up for the fence.
My mom said I can have 1/4 of the garden, so I'm planting strawberries, zinnias. I took off the top, but they're actually called Queen Sophias. I'm doing radishes, watermelon, carrots, and yeah.
So I am restringing our deer fence, and we're using fishing line. And for those of you who didn't see our older video about this fence, I'll link that down below. We use fishing line so the deer can't see it. So they'll walk straight into it, it'll bump them and scare them, and then they just go off. They don't try to get past the wire that they can't see. And it's important to use 30-pound test line, because if it's heavier than a 30-pound test, the deer can see it. And if it's lighter than a 30-pound test, when they bump into it, it'll snap. So I just do 3 rows of this fishing line all the way around on these green posts, on these T-posts. And last year it worked beautifully. It kept all the deer out all season. And so we're doing it again, just getting some fresh line up for the season.
Except for one little fawn.
Yes, at the end of the season, a little fawn got in. He figured it out. Alright, so is it recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Alright, so let me show you how we do this. I think we might be caught on something here. Here we go. So let's get really close up to this T-post so you can see. You're just going to get it through one of those little teeth. Wrap it around. And through the teeth again. Get it nice and taut. Just like that. And we'll go to the next one. There it is, 30-pound test fishing line. Up in a snap. Can you see Joel down across the prairie? Brush mowing there? He's been brush mowing for hours. Every single trail we've got. Getting ready for a Memorial Day cookout with all the family. All right, well, I think the garden is in for this year. You might be wondering, so what do I do about a gate? If I have fishing line all the way around, what do I do about a gate? So it's just kind of a real simple makeshift gate here. Again, if you click on the link below to our original gate video, it has more details, but I just have a piece of wood here, just like a 1x1, a 1x2 kind of thing. And I just put a little bit of wire here, a little wire hook at the top, and I have the same at the bottom. There's a wire hook at the bottom. And so this little wood piece comes out of the hooks, and there's some fishing line making the gate here, and it swings open. So I have my chicken wire at the bottom. I just have a little bit of chicken wire at the bottom to detract smaller critters. Not that it helps too terribly much, but we haven't had a problem with the small critters yet. We did bury the chicken wire a good 6 to 8 inches down into the ground, so it helps with any little burrowing things. So this year we're just doing pumpkins, carving pumpkins, you know, jack-o'-lanterns. For the most part, we have 1, 2, 3 nice big pumpkin mounds. And there's about 10 seeds in each mound, and so we'll thin it and see which ones do well. And then in Sophia's garden here, we've got marigolds are going in, snap peas, strawberries, radishes, watermelon, strawberries, zinnias are going in. We have all our little rows ready to go. And here comes my hard-working man. So my goal for all these pumpkins is that we'll have a whole bunch of pumpkins to carve and decorate with this fall, and then a whole bunch for my sister, and a whole bunch for my brother and his wife, and a whole bunch for my mom and dad, so that we can just have porches full of pumpkins, right? But if I only end up growing 3 pumpkins, that's fine. One for each of the kids. But my goal is gonna have like 6 plants per mound, and each plant should make about 3 pumpkins, right? So 6 times 3, 18 times 3 mounds. 18 pumpkins times 3 mounds, just under 60 pumpkins. Yeah, right. Well, we'll see, hopefully. With this good compost from the woods and a lot of watering, we're gonna set up our sprinkler system here. We have the sprinkler system, we've got our pipes coming in. We buried the source pipe right through here and it goes up to the house. And that brings our water, you can see the pipe all the way around. So next step here is to get all the water piping, all the sprinkler lines, all hooked up and ready to go. So that's our next step. Okay, so the mound is here. Sprinkler lines. I'm just trying to wrap them around that mound so they can get as much water as possible. Got my water line all set around the pumpkin mound. I just have to do that 1, 2 more times. How's it going, Sophia?
Really good.
Nice. Well, thanks for clicking on over and seeing what we're up to over here at Stonehill today. Just a lot of planting, a lot of fun spring setup. So glad you guys stopped by. Be sure to check out the link below about this great deer fence. They can't see it, they don't try to jump it, and it really spooks them, and will keep your stuff from getting devoured by all the local wildlife. Well, at least the deer. I can guarantee that. Can't guarantee the raccoons and the possum and the groundhogs and all that, but I hope you guys have a great night, great day. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Take care.